Hey, everybody, welcome to the after show at WDKX Weekly Club. Tariq Spence with your DJ Sight. As always, what has become a short story that happened heading into the weekend kind of blew up with Marvin Sapp here because everybody's talking about Marvin Sapp, and now Marvin Sapp's talking about how Marvin Sapp is being treated after what Marvin Sapp said.
Well, to give you a quick summary of what happened, Marvin Sapp stirred up a lot of, I guess, noise last week when a video surfaced of him in the congregation demanding everybody put in $20 or so. I think he was trying to make like $40,000 or something during a sermon. And he told the ushers, shut the door, and pretty much told people, put the money in the pot.
Yeah. He asked them for 20 and then turned around to the people that were on the stage for 100.
Yes. And people at home online streaming for some money too. He was so, listen, he passed so much bass in his voice when he did it. When I listened to him Sunday morning, listening to WDKX in the morning, because you could listen to Marvin Sapp early morning Sundays, I was on my way doing some laundry and the door is locked.
Yeah. Automatically.
So, you can put change in the washing machine, but you can't give to God. I just had to get that out.
It's so bizarre. It's like people will look at this story, and depending on when you find it,
yes,
there are people that are in the church that are cracking jokes about this. All right. So that being said, he did go on a radio show and did apologize.
Yes.
And he said that he put in like an assertive tone to what he said. He said it was a little bit assertive.
Said it a little nicer.
And if you look at the video, he could have. I do believe tone plays a really big factor in what you say. So say, for example, you're asking for, hey, everybody,
pull out the pistol, get on the ground.
It's that line right there that makes you think it's twice like you're getting robbed. But he didn't say that, but it did feel the vibe of that.
Yeah.
When you say shut the doors, ushers shut the doors, the first thing an instinct that you have, no matter where you are, what socioeconomic background, what's about to happen now? Are we being robbed?
Get on the ground.
Are we being held hostage? Like,
get down and lay down.
That's the feeling you get, even though he didn't say those words. But what you just illustrated is the beginning of me feeling that I'm about to get shaken down. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get it. What he was saying in there, he was saying, if you want to go see Usher, or Beyonce or whoever else you want to see, these superstars that are putting on these tours, Chris Brown, they're charging you $1,000 to go see him.
Yeah.
Why can't you give $20 to God's people?
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel right with the religious sort of background in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we went from praise to give me $20. Give me $20. Like it went that quickly with that voice and tone. And since then, he's sort of apologized. And I just understand Marvin Sapp is a human being.
Definitely.
Like, as much as you see him as an artist or a pastor or whatever it might be, even to this day, when he talked about it in the interview, he was like, yeah, I could see how it came off that way.
Right.
But I mean, I get it. We hold people to a higher standard, but they're still going to be human and do things. And when they look back on it, like, man, that's pretty damn bad,
Let me get your honest opinion. Do you think Marvin Sapp was looking for a come up? Or he was just doing God's work?
I think he got overzealous. Well, I want to believe he got overzealous. And it just comes off wrong when you hear it later.
Okay. So
I want to believe in Marvin Sapp.
Okay.
But that's just me coming in from that standpoint. I grew up in church.
Right.
I went to church as a kid, so I get it. Right. I'm still believing in the good, even though the moment didn't look so good.
Right.
So I do get that, and I do not condone. And this is in defense of Marvin Sapp and anybody who says anything in front of a mic. The mic has this power and this ability to really turn what you didn't intend to be what is for somebody else. I think you would agree with this. The threats, the stuff that he's been dealing with, that he has now revealed out there, it's just not necessary. It's definitely not godly. And I just would not wish that on anybody because of the words and the things that he's done. in this specific moment leading to that,
Yeah.
and his staff and his family and changing and security. It's just not necessary. But this is what happens when you have these forums and these mics and you come with the weight of Marvin Sapp. It doesn't mean you need to go through that.
Yeah, I think I would love to get Pastor T's perspective on this. With thoughts from Pastor T.
Yeah,
I like to see, because he can definitely break it down on why the churches ask for what things that they ask for, why they ask for they pass the plate around, why there's so many donations and so many askings of what this is why the church asks that, because the lights have to be on.
Yeah. It's a business. It's part of it. It is a business.
You want to praise in the code?
Yeah. Not in Rochester,
right?
Not for 6 months out of the year in Rochester. But the lights have to be on.
Yeah.
There's staff or people, computers have to run. Mics have to work. People have to be paid for their time and services. And I know that I'm not going to get into the money of the church. That's not my business or place to do that. But I know it doesn't just run on miracles.
Right.
It runs off of people who donate their tithes and offerings. And there are other ways to fund the church. But that being said, it's how it survives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand the good work going forward, and but that's a rabbit hole I do not want to go down. You know how sensitive people can be when you talk about stuff like that. Go to WDKX's app at WDKX.com to get the full story there, and make sure you keep it here for more episodes of the After Show with Pastor T coming up.
Pastor T's coming up.
Man, we got to get to that topic with him, get his thoughts on it. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe down below where it says right there, subscribe. Just subscribe and you'll get the content all the time. And we are 103.9 WDKX.